Uncle Cameron's First Airplane Solo by Craig Covello. This book is dedicated to my sons Chase and Cameron and dedicated to my grandsons J.S. and Raj. May they all own and fly airplanes someday just like their grandfather Poppy and great-grandfather Joseph William Covello. Uncle Cameron is excited and a little nervous. He has been learning to fly with his instructor Brian, who sits right next to him in the airplane. Brian thinks today is the day that Uncle Cameron will solo. But first, Brian plans to ride along and make sure Uncle Cameron is ready to fly all by himself. Uncle Cameron and Brian walk out to the airplane they will be flying today. It's parked with the other airplanes that are used to train pilots at U.S. Aviation Academy. This is a Cessna 172. Its wings are on the top of the fuselage. Some airplanes, like Poppy's Piper Cherokee, have the wings on the bottom of the fuselage. The Cessna 172 has lots of controls, including a black engine throttle to make the propeller turn faster, and a red mixture knob to feed fuel to the engine. It also has a Garmin 430 navigator, which helps the pilot know where he is going. Uncle Cameron checks the airplane before flying it. This is called a pre-flight. He takes a good look at the propeller. Can you tell what he's doing now on the ladder? That's right. He's checking the fuel. The fuel tanks are in the wings. Now it is time to plan the flight. Uncle Cameron will take off from the larger runway called 36R. 36 means it points to 360 degrees on a compass, which is north. He will fly in a big loop and land again on 36R. The R in 36R means that the runway is on the right side next to another runway called 36L. Can you guess what L means? That's right. It means left. 36L is a smaller runway that Uncle Cameron will not use today. Now that the flight is planned, it's time to taxi out. Today is a busy day at the airport. There is another student pilot taxiing right behind Uncle Cameron. Uncle Cameron and his teacher Brian take off. Brian will let Uncle Cameron do all the flying to make sure that he is ready for his solo flight. Uncle Cameron is doing everything right, so now it's time to land. Then Brian will let Uncle Cameron fly his first solo. Brian gets out of the plane. Uncle Cameron is excited to fly all by himself. Uncle Cameron taxis out and stops before entering the runway. He checks his plane's controls, and then he enters runway 36 right. Cameron's first solo takeoff ever. Now he's high up in the sky. Can you find him? And after just a few minutes, it's time for Uncle Cameron to do his first landing all by himself. Perfect landing. Uncle Cameron taxis back to the ramp and shuts his engine off. Brian comes up to congratulate him on a great flight. Uncle Cameron's ground school teacher, Ryan, was watching too. He taught Uncle Cameron the flight rules to follow. More congratulations on a job well done. Now it's time to put the airplane back into its parking spot on the ramp. Brian attaches a tow bar to the nose wheel to steer the plane as they push against the wing strut. Poppy is so proud of his son, Uncle Cameron. Poppy knows you can do almost anything you want to do, even if it seems difficult or a little scary at first.